Welcome back. This is the second video for the study guide. We're going to be answering question number 2. It says the following dot plots show the number of miles students run in a marathon class during a day. So as you can see, we have two dot plots. We have the dot plot for class A and the dot plot for class B. The first question says the mean and the median for class B is 7 miles. So for class B, the mean is equal to 7 and the median is also going to be equal to 7. All right, and it's quite obvious because this is a bell-shaped distribution, right? And we know that when it's bell-shaped, the mean is equal to the median, okay, because it's symmetric. So then it says find the mean and the median for class A. Well, let's find the median for class A. Let's see. If I cross off the 14, I have to cross off a number from the 2. So you can cross off the dots. You don't have to make a list of numbers. You can also cross off the dots. If I cross off the 11, I cross off another 2, and I keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Perfect. So my median for class A is going to be at 5. So for class A, the median is going to be 5. Median, whoops, let me write it all over again. Median is equal to 5. Now, what about the mean? Let's calculate the mean. So to calculate the mean, well, before I calculate the mean, I'm going to let you copy down what it is that I did for the dot plot because I don't want to erase something and then have you pause the video and go back. So I'm going to give you about 5 seconds to finish copying. Are you ready? Okay, I'm moving on in 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to go ahead and erase this. Yeah, okay, perfect. Now, let me erase the little bell shape on there. Okay, to find the mean, we're going to have to add up all these numbers and then divide by the amount of dots on my graph. So I see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 numbers. So I have 17 numbers. Let me write that 17 down somewhere so I don't forget. So 17 numbers. So in case you didn't know, that hashtag symbol means numbers, okay? So it's 17 numbers. Now I gotta add those 17 numbers together. So I don't want to lose track of what numbers I add. I want to know that well, let me write out the list. So let me see. I have 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Why? Because I have 5 2s. I have 3 3s. So 3, 3, 3. Next I have 1 5. So I'm gonna do comma 5. 2 6s. Comma 6, 6. 1 7, 7, 8, 9. Comma 10, comma, let me see what else, comma 11, and then comma 14. So those should be my 17 numbers. Let me double check. Let's count them together. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. 17 numbers. That matches the 17 numbers that I wrote off in the side. So I gotta add them all up together. So let's see, I have 5 2s. I know that 5 2s is equal to 10. So I'm going to go ahead, put this right here. This is going to be equal to 10. I know that 3 3s is equal to 9. 5 plus 6, that's 11. Plus 6 more, that is 17. 7 plus 8, that is 15. Plus 9. 15 plus 9 is 24. So this is 24. 10 plus 11 is 21. So I'm gonna go ahead and just keep that 21 right here. 21, and then I'll just bring down the 14. So now I have less numbers to add. That's a little bit easier for us to do. So now that I know that I have a 10, a 9, 17, 24, 21, and 14, I can pull up Desmos, and that way I won't be as confused, and I won't lose track of all 17 numbers. So I'm gonna go ahead and type in 10 plus the 9 because of the 3's that I added, plus 17 plus 24 plus 21, and then plus 14. That gives me 95. 95 divided by how many numbers did we have in our list? If you go back to your notes, we found out that we have 17 numbers in our list, and I also wrote it down here, so I have 17 numbers. You see, it was very useful for me to write that I have 17 numbers. So going back to Desmos, so I'm gonna have to divide 95 by 17, and that gives me 5.58, but since we're rounding up, we're gonna write 5.59, okay? So we hit enter, we save our answer, 5.59. Let's write that down in our notes. So on our study guide, we're gonna go ahead and put that the mean for this one, mean is equal to 5 point, whoops, that looks ugly, I can do better. It looks 5.59. All right, that is our mean. Okay, perfect. So now it says, now that we find out the mean and median for class A, which class has the highest mean? Well, we can clearly see that the mean for class A is 5.59 and the mean for class B is 7. So the mean for class A is lower than the class B. So class B has a higher mean. Class B has a higher mean than A. And that is it for the first question. So go ahead, pause the video. Pause the video. Hopefully you answer the first part of this question. This video might be a little long because I'm going to go ahead and continue and answer the second part. So the second part says, a new member joins class A and he can run 20 miles a day. We're going to find the new mean and then which class has the higher mean now. So let's see, can you make a prediction? Which class is going to have the higher mean? Class A with the new student or class B with the same number of students? So let's see. Well, all we have to know is that we're going to add a student that runs 20 miles a day now. So remember this number that we added together, so that 95, we're going to take that 95 and we're going to add it by 20. Why 20? Because the new student runs 20 miles a day. So that gives us 115. So now we got to take 115 and divide it by the number of numbers on our list. So the amount of numbers on our list. So since we used to have 17 for class A and one student joined class A, that means we have 18 students now in class A. So that means we're going to have to divide the 115 by 18, and that gives us that our mean is 6.38, and then the A repeats. But basically we're going to go ahead and say 6.39. Okay, we're going to put 6.39. So class B, whoops, why did I put CH? Class B has the higher mean again because Class A had a mean of 6.39. Okay, and that is it for problem number 2.